You know, over the years on the show, if there's one thing I've learned from having thousands of couples share their hearts, their pain, their dreams, it's that everyone, especially women, craves security in a relationship. It's about more than just knowing you're loved. It's about feeling it, about feeling seen, heard, understood in the deepest parts of your soul. And so often I hear from women who feel like they're walking on eggshells, like they're carrying the weight of the relationship on their shoulders. They love their partners deeply, but something's missing. There's this gap, this disconnect that leaves them feeling insecure and unsure. Well, today we're going to bridge that gap. We're going to talk about the number one mistake men make that sabotages a woman's sense of security, and more importantly, how to fix it. Because you deserve a love that makes you feel safe, cherished, and truly known. 1. Silence isn't golden, it's detrimental. Let's talk about communication. It's a word we hear often, but do we truly understand its depth and significance? It's the lifeblood of any relationship, wouldn't you agree? Without it, misunderstandings and assumptions can easily take root, leading to unnecessary conflicts. But here's the thing, it's not just about talking. It's about truly connecting, about letting your partner into the deepest parts of your heart. It's about being present and engaged, showing that you care through your words and actions. When a man struggles to express his feelings, to share his fears and vulnerabilities, it can leave a woman feeling like she's left guessing, like she's navigating a maze in the dark. This lack of openness can create a barrier, making it difficult for her to feel truly connected. She starts to wonder, what is he thinking? Does he even care? These questions can linger, creating a sense of unease and doubt, and that's when those seeds of insecurity begin to take root. They grow and fester, leading to a cycle of mistrust and emotional distance. Because you see, for women, feeling secure is directly tied to feeling emotionally connected. It's about knowing that their partner is there for them, both in good times and bad. It's about knowing that you're not alone, that your partner is right there with you, riding the waves of life, hand in hand. This sense of partnership and unity is what strengthens the bond. So, how do you fix this? How do you cultivate the kind of communication that fosters deep, unshakable security? It requires effort, patience, and a willingness to be vulnerable. It starts with honesty, with vulnerability. It's about creating a safe space where both partners feel comfortable sharing their innermost thoughts and feelings. Share your thoughts, your fears, your dreams. Let her in. Show her that you trust her with your heart, and in turn, she will trust you with hers. This mutual openness is the foundation of a strong, lasting relationship. 2. The silent relationship killer. You know, we often think about neglect in terms of physical needs, but emotional neglect can be just as damaging, if not more so. It's a silent, insidious force that can erode the very fabric of a relationship without either partner fully realizing it. It's about dismissing, minimizing, or simply not acknowledging your partner's emotional world. This can manifest in many ways, from ignoring their feelings to failing to provide emotional support during tough times. Imagine this. You've had a long day, everything feels like it's going wrong, and all you want is to come home to a loving partner who listens, who offers comfort and support. This is what a healthy relationship should feel like, a sanctuary from the chaos of the outside world. But instead, you're met with indifference, with a lack of empathy. Your partner seems more interested in their own world, leaving you feeling isolated and unimportant. Your feelings are brushed aside, your concerns minimized. This isn't just a one-time occurrence, it becomes a pattern, a recurring theme in your interactions. Over time, this emotional neglect chips away at the foundation of the relationship. The bond that once felt unbreakable starts to weaken, and the connection you once cherished begins to fade. It creates distance, resentment, and a profound sense of loneliness. You start to feel like you're living with a stranger, someone who no longer understands or values you. Women need to feel seen, heard, and understood on an emotional level. This emotional connection is the glue that holds a relationship together, fostering intimacy and trust. They need to know that their feelings matter, that their partner is there to offer a safe haven, a shoulder to cry on. This reassurance is crucial for emotional well-being and relationship satisfaction. Emotional neglect, on the other hand, sends the message that their feelings are burdensome, that they're too much to handle. It tells them that their emotional needs are not a priority. And that, my friends, is a recipe for insecurity and heartbreak. When emotional neglect becomes the norm, it paves the way for the eventual breakdown of the relationship, leaving both partners feeling empty and unfulfilled. 3. Boundaries, the cornerstone of respect and security. Let's talk about boundaries, shall we? We all have them, those invisible lines that define our personal space, our values, our limits. Boundaries are essential in maintaining our individuality and ensuring that we feel safe and respected in any relationship. They help us communicate our needs and expectations clearly, and they protect us from feeling overwhelmed or taken for granted. And in any relationship, especially a romantic one, respecting those boundaries is essential for building trust and security. When both partners understand and honor each other's limits, it creates a foundation of mutual respect and understanding. This, in turn, fosters a deeper connection and a more fulfilling relationship. But here's the thing, boundaries aren't always obvious. They're not always spoken, which is why it's so important to pay attention, to be attuned to your partner's cues. Nonverbal communication, such as body language and facial expressions, can often reveal more about a person's comfort levels than words alone. Being observant and empathetic can help you understand and respect your partner's unspoken boundaries. It's about respecting her need for space, for time alone, even if you don't fully understand it. Everyone needs time to recharge and pursue their own interests, and giving your partner that freedom shows that you value her independence and well-being. It's a sign of trust and respect that strengthens the bond between you. It's about honoring her decisions, even if you wouldn't make the same ones. Supporting your partner's choices, even when they differ from your own, demonstrates that you respect her autonomy and trust her judgment. This kind of support is crucial for a healthy and balanced relationship, and it's about never ever pressuring her into doing something that makes her uncomfortable. Coercion and pressure can damage the trust and respect that are vital to any relationship. Instead, encourage open and honest communication, where both partners feel safe to express their true feelings and concerns. Because every time you ignore a boundary, every time you push past her limits, you erode her trust, you chip away at her sense of safety. This can lead to feelings of resentment and insecurity, which can be difficult to overcome. It's essential to recognize and respect your partner's boundaries to maintain a healthy and loving relationship. And that's a dangerous game to play, because once trust is broken, it's a long, hard road to recovery. Rebuilding trust takes time, patience, and consistent effort. It's much easier to maintain trust by respecting boundaries from the start, ensuring that both partners feel valued, safe, and understood. 4. The power of active listening, hearing her heart. We often underestimate the power of truly listening, of being present in a conversation, not just waiting for our turn to speak. Active listening is about more than just hearing the words. It's about absorbing their meaning, about understanding the emotions beneath the surface. It's about putting aside your own agenda, your own thoughts, and truly focusing on what your partner is trying to communicate. And let me tell you, it's a game changer. When a woman feels heard, truly heard, it creates a deep sense of intimacy, of connection. It tells her that her thoughts and feelings matter, that she's valued, that she's safe to be vulnerable. So how do you become a better listener? It starts with being present, with putting away distractions and giving your partner your undivided attention. Make eye contact, nod your head, and offer verbal cues that show you're engaged. 5. Consistency, the bedrock of security. Let's talk about consistency, shall we? It's the bedrock of security, the foundation upon which trust is built. Because at its core, consistency is about showing up, time and time again, no matter what. It's about being reliable, being someone your partner can count on, through thick and thin. It's about keeping your promises, big and small. And it's about being present, not just physically but emotionally. Because when a woman knows what to expect, when she knows she can rely on you, it creates a deep sense of safety, of security. It allows her to let go of the need to control, to second guess, to constantly seek reassurance. Consistency, my friends, is the key to unlocking a love that feels like a safe haven, a love that allows her to blossom into the best version of herself. Cultivating a love that lasts. Building a relationship where a woman feels safe and secure isn't about grand gestures. It's about the everyday moments, the small acts of love and kindness that add up to something truly special. So, take what you've learned today and put it into practice. Start communicating openly and honestly. Make an effort to understand and validate her feelings, and be consistent in your actions. Remember, love is a verb, it's an action word. It's about showing up every single day and choosing to create a love that's built on a foundation of trust, respect, and unwavering support. Thank you for spending this time with me today. If you found this message helpful, hit that like button and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And don't forget to subscribe for more empowering relationship advice. Until next time, remember, you are worthy of a love that makes you feel safe, cherished, and truly known.